Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is James Reyes. That's it. I said it twice. My name is James Reyes. I am the box office artist. 24 years as a professional artist working for Marvel, DC, Transformers, film, video games, YouTube for 12 years now. And we are live once again. We were live like 6 hours ago. And now we're going to do it all over again. And we're going to add on to our Hulk, our Agents of S.M.A.S.H piece, which is going to be a lot of fun. I remember last time that we did this, even though we had a lot of time, still, I think I took it too easy in that sense, where, you know, that's one of the things when you're not, what's it called? When there's no urgency, you know, I was just taking my time with things, and then at the end, I ended up rushing things. So I'm not sure if you remember, I added this bit afterwards, because the hand was looking weird. The arm was looking weird to me. So I extended it out, and it actually helped a lot. Actually, looking at it now, I might even extend it even just a little bit more. You know, just to make it a little more elbowish, you know, and then so that looks a little bit better now that I'm looking at it, right? So it feels like the arm is really coming out at you. I might even add just a little bit more on this side here. You know, just fixing up what we have here a little bit, just so that works out. So we're gonna add on the left side here today. We are drawing Red Hulk, and we are drawing Abomination. Those are the two, or Abomb. That's what he's known as in the show, Abomb, and that's what we're gonna do. So thank you guys for watching. To the regulars that are here, I already see the regulars here hanging out with me this morning. So Richard's here, Titan. It's good to hear. Kevin loves the muscles. Me too. You know I do too, my friend. S.M.A.S.H, good morning. We're gonna draw Abomb. Thanks to you, S.M.A.S.H. There you go. Blade Runner JP, good to see you, my friend. Great artists on the Discord. You guys are all fantastic. You guys are all fantastic. Let me just say that. Mario's here. Good to holding the fort. Hello, Mario. Good to see you, my friend. Hello, Slar. Good to see you, my friend. Carl's trying his first comic cover today. You can do it, my friend. You got this. All right, let's get to work. All right, and Chris is still here. Chris is here. Is getting ready for work right now. So good morning, Chris. Good to see you. And again, hopefully we'll get that thing in the mail for you, my friend. And so thank you guys for joining in on the fun. Let's get going, because this time around I do want that it will work out. Okay, so like I said before, what we're gonna try to do with these drawings now is treat them like triple gatefold covers, especially since I haven't colored them yet. It'll be more of an issue if I colored them already. I definitely, you know what I need to do? I'm gonna tape this together. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tape this together, and then I'm gonna lay it out, and then I'm gonna turn the page. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Do the old-fashioned taping. You're fantastic. You guys are all fantastic. There you go. So not a deep tape. I do want to still remove the tape. Well, I guess I don't have to. Ooh, you can see I got a little bit of eraser in there. So that's why I'm not doing a full tape here. I do want the option to remove this, so I'm putting this tape loosely here. So if I need to remove the tape, I can. So just loose. So you know, I put it on the table just to take some of the stickiness off it. Oh, let me turn the music down, by the way. You can see the music's up a lot here. Let's start the day with a little dance. That's a little dance, guys. Wave those fingers. Cheers to you! Coffee time! This Agents of S.M.A.S.H is brought to you by Starbucks Instant Coffee. That's what this is. There you go. Alright, taste the price. Let's go! Let's go, my friends. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and lay this out on the other side here. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Red Hulk has a weapon, right? If I'm not mistaken. Red Let's see here. Yes, he does. He has a weapon, right? Like, I could keep it simple and not have a weapon. I could. Yeah, I'm just looking at some Red Hulk. Because what's going to happen is, on this side, we're going to have Devil Dinosaur. Yeah, Devil Dinosaur and She-Hulk on for the last piece. Like I mentioned before, today we're going to try to, not today, but we're going to try to get all of these outstanding pieces done so that I'm gonna actually start doing pieces that are even more elaborate. Possibly even like, for example, it might be one of those things where we'll do multiple characters and then just try to finish it off in the week. We might do that. Like, for example, next week we might just do nothing but Marvel Rivals just to get all of it done and out of the way and get this huge Marvel Rival piece completed. Now, the unfortunate thing about the Marvel Rivals piece is that it won't connect. It won't connect. So we could do something like that. And then because it looks like he has so we could do something like this, where it's like this. And then Abomb. Something like this. Something like this. Just trying to see how I like the light here, guys. I'm trying to figure it out. Again, I was telling you guys that I was trying to make sure that when we do this, that I would have these things kind of laid out already. But of course, I didn't have time last night. Last night we were having some fun last night, doing the rock as a rock last night, which was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining in on the stream last night. That was a lot of fun. Except Pierre didn't like my singing. You can tell I'm so salty. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, James. Let it go. You're not a good singer. Okay, something like that. Something like that. I think that will work. Maybe I'll have his hand open. just to make it a little different from Scar here. By the way, how funky does Scar look in the MCU, eh? What's up with the shaved front part of the... Why would anyone do that? You got the shaved front part of the head. Not the back part of the head. So it looks dumb to me. Looks dumb. Okay. I think that's good. So again, I'm drawing Abomb because technically he is, supposed to be kind of like the Abomination. So I'm going to draw him like the Abomination, but he's going to be blue at the end of the day. He's going to be blue. So, James, the lounge singer artist. There you go. Stream was too late. Definitely, Mario, for sure that was too late for you. Absolutely. James, me, Timon, what was it? Wiener End? Wants to book you for stand-up comedy. No, I can't do stand-up comedy. I've done MCing before, but stand-up, no. Nah. It's all right. Harrison Ford is Red Hulk. Maybe Chris. We could try it. We could try it. So, okay. Let's see. Richard is working on a 17-page visual script treatment for a movie. That's right. You were telling me that you were working on a movie pitch, right? It's awesome. Let's get some work done, my friend. This is fun. This is the real virtual studio right here, guys. It's a bunch of us artists hanging out. What we do, we get work done, my friends. We get work done. That's what I'm saying. Let me get some Abomination. Because again, he should look like because the cartoon has their way of doing it. So I'm trying to think if I could do like a mix of how Abomination looks in the MCU and what we have in the cartoon, right? So, but again, this is a different character. It's a different person. This is Hulk's best friend. Uh, but he calls himself Abomb, so Abomination. Again, designed by my good friend Anthony Francisco. He designed this version of Abomination. So trying to find a nice mix, trying to find a nice mix. One thing I am excited to see on one thing I am excited to see, guys, on in the Captain America movie is Betty Ross is coming back. Liv Tyler is coming back, guys. Or is Martin Ruffalo taller than Liv Tyler? Liv Tyler's huge. Like I say, she's pretty tall. Is Mark Ruffalo taller than Liv Tyler? Let's see. How tall is Liv Tyler? Let's see. Mark Ruffalo. Height. 1.73 meters. Okay, how about Liv Tyler? 1.77 meters. But then again, they could Tom Cruise it. They make him look taller. I don't know if we'll ever see them together. Because of course they were a couple before. What does Liv Tyler look like today? Does she look the same? Oh, she looks great. She looks great today. All right. Okay. Anyway, I want a little Liv Tyler look rabbit hole there. She is super tall, right? They probably use the Tom Cruise him. They will Tom Cruise him. There you go. She was in What If. That's right. That's right. I remember that. Look at all the Emma movies. Pepper Potts is wearing no shoes and flats. Or DJ is wearing flat. Yeah, yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. But well, we'll even see if they ever reunite. We don't know. You think they should? They reintroduce her back into the universe. You think that she would, unless it, unless they only show her with the Hulk version. Yeah, you know what I mean. That is no problem. That is no problem at all. Let's see here. Okay, we will close this. That's Liv Tyler reference here, and I'm gonna. So you guys let me know what would be a good multi-character drawing we could do. Like we talked about doing the Legion of Doom. I was thinking about doing that. That would be a lot of fun to do. Like we could go old school and just do like an Avengers piece. But I've done an Avengers piece with multiple Avengers already on it. I might go back here and like add these rocks. This is actually very similar to a Dave Finch cover. Actually, now that I think about it, they have all these rocks here. It's very very similar. So an homage to my buddy Dave. Something like that. I'm liking an Abomb how he's looking here. I'm liking how he's looking. The Red Hulk, I could try to make him look a little bit like Harrison Ford. Yeah, I'm liking A-Bomb there. It's looking pretty good. All right. All right. Hello, Superbad. Good to see you, my friend. Self-created Justice League? I'm not sure about that. Zendaya's 5'10 and Tom Holland is 5'8. That's true. That's very, very true. Sinister Six. Yeah, well, I've done, again, I've done, well, it's hard to say because I've already done like 100 Guardians of the Galaxy. I've done 100, I've done 100, what's it called? You know what I could do? It would be timely as a Fantastic Four piece, but then have all the Fantastic Four. And there's so many characters that were part of the Fantastic Four before that that something like that could work out. Like this guy was in Fantastic Four. This guy here. Let's see here. Okay, let's lay out him a little bit more. Oh. City Ford, Red Hulk. I think it's fantastic how it looks like him, right? The Hulk. The Hulk actually looks like Harrison Ford. I think that's fantastic. So I'm just looking at some Harrison Ford Hulk reference right now, guys. Is that Abomination? No, it's Abomb. 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 This won't look a thing like him, but actually, his head looks like it's sunk into his body now. That's what it looks like. The Crime Syndicate? That'd be an interesting one for sure. Yeah, but the whole point is, I want to do a little bit more elaborate pieces than what we've been doing. But maybe we'll do something like it's like the full week, right? It's the full week. I'm not gonna stress too much about this looking like Harrison Ford. It probably won't at the end of the day, and if it doesn't, that's it's not the biggest deal in the world. Yeah, it's probably not gonna look like him, but that's okay. I'd rather just move on. I'll try to keep the hair. Something like that. Drum with Indiana Jones head on. Now's not the time for mashups. No, though we did talk about doing something like that, right? We would take, I would do a video where we would take all of Harrison Ford's um, iconic characters and then kind of mash them together. We were talking about that, but not for this drawing. Not for this drawing. This is like a pure ages. I want this drawing to live on in infamy. We'll look back at it and say, okay, it didn't matter when I drew this, right? Okay, something like that. That should be all right. What time is it, guys? It's 6 o'clock already. Again, I can't get complacent on time. Last time I was complacent on time, and it ended up, we were struggling a bit for time at the end. There you go. All right. So by all means, guys, whatever you're working on, please do throw it into the Discord. Love to take a look at it. All right. If we have time today, we will. But again, it all depends on how far I get, because our goal is to finish all of this by 8 a.m. Eastern time. Let's get started on Abomb here. So this is a character called Abomb. Let's go, guys. Oh, Mario did a brave start. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, so let me get back my Abomination reference. I have a tab here open that says Black Ranger Lost Finger. So I'll keep the reference on this side. Here, my apologies if I'm always looking off screen here, guys. It's just, you know, that's where my reference is. I'm going to move you guys over so I can have the chat beside my reference. So I can read what you guys are talking about. Something like that. You tell I'm in work mode now, guys. Focus! Focus yourselves. Focus yourselves. There you go. By the way, if any of you guys are new here, please don't be shy. Please do go ahead and say hi. Say hi to myself. Say hi to the fine people that's here in the chat. Here, we've been all together here for the past since the beginning of this year, and we would love to meet you. So please don't be shy. Hang out with us, man. It's our little community of artists here that we got going on. If you are new here watching, you've never seen me before and you're watching, by all means, please do hit the subscribe button. I do have this on subscriber only mode, mainly to be honest, mainly to push out the trolls. that's I find if it's on subscriber only mode, most trolls won't wait 24 hours to troll. They'll move on to something else. So, not saying they won't. Some will. Some will. Thank you, AL West. Thank you. Let's see here. Michael Gorman. Anyone here have gotten about Miss commission from James? Does he charge by thing? I do. I have a set price. But again, it all depends what it is too. So the type of character also matters. So you know that's why pretty usually I charge one for one just one character. I'll have additional fee for extra characters. So if you wanted a team, for example, I would charge a little bit extra per character. Also, size matters in that sense, where some people ask me for something even bigger, and then we negotiate price there. So all of it comes into play. That's why I don't have a blanket. This is how much it costs. I used to, but now I don't. So if any of you are interested in getting a commission from me, just go ahead and shoot me a message on my website. Shoot me a message there, and then we could figure it out from there. But speaking of which, I am doing a commission later today, guys. This is gonna be a first one, first one on this channel. I don't think I've ever done this really. If you don't consider my kids one, I am doing an OC today. I am doing someone's OC, so the original character. Now they are not planning on publishing this as a cover or anything like that. If they did, then the price would be way more if it was like going to be a cover for a book. Because that has happened before, where somebody just commissioned me, and then they ended up using it for like an incentive for a Kickstarter. That's different, right? That's different. They didn't tell me they were going to do that, but I just let it go at that point. But I make it clear up front now. Okay, if you get a commission from me, it's for personal use. It's like from my friend Chris, who's I'm not sure if he's going to work, but he's going to be hanging on his wall. It's not to make money off of. You know what I mean? So, uh, how would you say is a good way for someone to start trying to sell their art? Um, that's a layered question. It's like you could already try online. You could. Uh, it's hard to say, especially someone who doesn't have professional experience, how to go about selling. But all you can do is like build your social media, have links to a store, and just go from there. It's. But at the end of the day, like even when it comes to pricing, a lot of people ask me how much should I price your art. You don't know until you actually put a price on it, right? So put a price you're comfortable with, and you'll know right away. You'll know right away if it sells out right away. You price it too low. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to say, oh, you're pricing it too low and all that when no one's bought it, right? Because I'll get that all the time. I'll get people saying you're pricing it too low, but then I was like, but nobody's buying it. You're saying that, but nobody's buying it. Now, if I'm selling out, if a lot of people are interested in it, and it sells like crazy, then I'm like, okay, maybe I should increase the price a little bit. But it's one of those things. Business is tough, man. And I hate giving business advice because I'm not a good businessman. If I was a good businessman, be more than happy to give you advice. I can tell you guys the mistakes I've made. I made a lot of business mistakes, a lot. Um, but in terms of selling artwork, well, just put it up for sale. But at the same time, don't expect too much from it. I wouldn't quit your job just yet. Just put it up and see somebody's willing to buy it. Okay, that's all you can really do. Abomb. So the A-bomb here is a little bit different because I drew him like Abomination, but I'm going to add things that, because A-bomb looks a little bit different here. So I made him Abomination where I gave him the gills. But A-bomb has like these spikes on him. Like the safest way, like, if you're willing to invest, if you think your art is good enough to sell, the biggest test is if you go to a convention, because you'll actually meet people who want to buy art there. You'll meet people who want to buy art there. So, if you really think your art is good enough to sell, see if you could splurge a few dollars and get yourself a table at a comic convention, and try selling it there. Just try. And a good table matters. Like a lot of that stuff matters. Like table presentation, all of that. Like it's a whole hubbaloo. Hubbaloo. See, Carl says he sold 2 on Displays. I'm not even sure what that is. Display, but that's awesome. Congrats. Tell us all your business mistakes in excruciating detail. Okay, I'll tell you the number one mistake I made. Number one, I overhired. But that was the point where I could afford to do it. So, the one thing about doing this YouTube thing, guys, let's be honest. For me personally, it's very low overhead. In terms of like if you have the equipment already, it's very low overhead, meaning you don't have to spend much to do this. Like these days, really, my only expense to keep doing this is paper and my drawing utensils. That's it. Like, of course, internet usage. That's it. Because everything else I have a computer, I have cameras already, lights, and all that stuff. I have all that already. So these days, my overhead's actually pretty low to keep doing what I'm doing. Now, back then, when and again, guys, I was going for it. I really was. I hired 3 people in 2021. I hired 3 people. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just hired 1. I should have started off with 1. What I should have done. This is what I should have done. Okay, again, hindsight's 2020, guys. Hindsight's 2020. Because I was going for it. Because I had the capital to go for it, right? But I hired 2 full-time staff. I hired 2 full-time staff, and I had 1 that was like on contract, like a part-timer. And number one, I won't say that was completely wrong mistake, because I'll tell you guys, that really got me out of a really tough time. As you guys know what happened in 2021. It helped me get back into society, so to speak. Let's just say it that way, okay? It helped me get back into it. So I don't regret doing that in that sense, but I didn't need to hire that many people. I didn't. Okay? What I should have done, and this is the smarter way to do it. This is the way smarter way to do it. Start with 1, right? And again, I know a lot of you are in the position to hire somebody right now, but this is the mistake I made. I should have just started with one person, until I was earning enough to cover 3 salaries, right? Myself. Well, technically, I didn't even need my own salary. I enough to cover that person's salary and the other person's salary. At the beginning, I wasn't making enough to cover all 3 salaries. I was just kind of going for it. And the thing with the ebbs and flows of YouTube, I didn't make enough money, so I was hemorrhaging money every month, paying these guys. And there are other money things I won't get into, but I did make a lot of money mistakes. Let's just say that I made a lot of money mistakes when it came to my business, things I didn't need. Um, so those are the type of things. And then I should have did things longer. It's hard, it's hard to say. It's like You know how I keep telling you guys, things would have worked if I just kept at it. Things would have worked if I could just kept at it. If I just had one employee and I was working the way I'm working right now, if I was working as hard as I'm working right now, I'll admit to you guys, I wasn't working as hard as I am right now. Things could have been different in that sense. What time is it, guys? It is 6:17. Okay, I'm gonna get going on this, but I think that was my biggest mistake in that sense. I overhired. And even just personal things. I think I was a little bit reckless with my money. At the same time, I was a little bit reckless, uh, buying things I shouldn't have. You know, I didn't buy a Lambo or anything like that, but I could have been a little bit more conservative. Let's just say that. So little things like that, guys. That's what I'm talking about. So business is tough. That's what I'm saying. Business is tough, and it's hard because you're an artist. I'm an artist, right? Just like you guys. Like business isn't my strong suit. There are artists there that are fantastic business people. My good friend um, Juan Carlos. He does a book called Blue Ghost. Guys, have you seen? I did a cover for him a year or so ago. It's called Blue Ghost, and that dude, he's not a he hasn't worked for Marvel or DC. Like he's done a cover here and there, but for some smaller independents. But he's not a he's not a pro artist, if that makes sense, right? In terms of published. However, I've never seen a better businessman in my life, artist businessman. Like he just knew how to sell. He was there at conventions. He was making more money than the professional artists because he knew how to sell. He knew how to get people to his booth. And he had that personality. You know what I mean? Have you seen those guys that are they're just sharks? Like I'm like, oh man, I'm like, teach me, please, teach me how to do that. But again, as artists, sometimes you don't want that side. You don't want to do the business side. You don't want to negotiate. You know, you wish people would just give you one price and it's already the best price, but that's not true, right? You got to negotiate. Dealing with brand deals, that was an interesting one altogether too. It's like it's hard. All right, so business is tough, guys. Business is tough, but the first things first, you got to get there. So all the stuff I'm talking about is like advanced stuff, really. For you guys, a lot of you guys aren't at that point. You're just starting with your art, So I would say now's not the time for you guys to splurge. Like I would do it when I say splurge, like splurge into investing in all this fancy equipment and stuff like that. I wouldn't do any of that yet, just yet, until you start seeing some traction. Because these days, guys, art on YouTube and on internet, it's very low cost. You could get a lot done with just your phone, right? You don't need all the fancy stuff. You don't need the fancy lights. Like even just having one good light, that's good enough, man. You don't need a lot of high end equipment to do what I do. If that's what you want to do, you don't. If there's anything I would invest in, it's just a good phone. Really, that would be my number one investment. Get yourself a good phone that has good storage, a good way to store things. Because even there are info apps now, right? The info apps, you don't even need a laptop really sometimes. No, I still use a laptop because I'm used to it, right? I tried CapCut and stuff like that, but I'm just so used to Adobe Premiere that it's and I have it, so it's like I'll use that. It's nice having a pen that works. This pen is fresh. It's a fresh pen. There you go. Citra Cana. What should I do when I don't know what to draw? Just draw anything at that point. You know, just pick a character. Just pick a character. You know, my friend Jazza used to have an app where it would actually, it would be randomized. And you guys remember Artie games? I don't know if he still has that app, but it's like this generator. So it would say, it would give you a person and a situation, and then you would go ahead and draw it. Sometimes it would give you a time limit. It was actually a pretty cool app. I don't know if he still has that app or not, but it's called Artie Games. Oh, you see, I already made a mistake because he only has 3 fingers. He has 3 fingers, guys. Well, my version is 5. I'm looking at it now. Can I fix it? Not really. Well, I could. I could fix it. I could. But it'd be a matter of like blacking things out. Okay, let's do the whole piece first before we go ahead and do that. What time is it, guys? 6:23. Okay, we want to finish this by 7 o'clock. Okay. Finish Abomb here by 7. Yeah, business is a tough one, dudes. It's a tough one. All right. Oh, Carl sold 2 Ricky Gervais pieces. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Good stuff. Laptop works, especially you're on the go. Yeah, I would suggest that too. That's a good one too. If you have a good laptop, just OBS and a webcam, man. Sometimes that's all you need. OBS and a webcam. To be honest, it's faster because everything's in app already. Like, of course, I have a pretty high end camera here for the overhead cam, but for even for me these days, guys, I just take what I record here. Like, I'm just recording off the OBS. Don't even need memory cards, guys. Okay, so they're like that. Okay, so it's coming along. Here it is, coming along. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw an eraser on this. And then we're going to get to detailing. So the racing just helps me kind of see what's going on here. Oh, you want me to draw Savage Dragon? Yeah, baby. Yeah, a little bit's like Savage Dragon, yeah. Because again, actually, Abomb doesn't have these gills. I just wanted to add them. Because when you look up Abomb in real life, all people do is they just take Abomination and color him in that sense. Let's see here. So let me grab. All right. Okay. Okay, dudes. Okay. Okay, let's start to detail a little bit. Uh-oh, my 5 is out. But this is a fun throwback a little bit, guys, because like I told you guys, my first job at Marvel was on the Hulk. So it's a nice little throwback for me. Hello, Shadow Threat. Good to see you. Let's see here. important things that you enjoy these characters. There you go. Doing good, Shadow Thread. How are you doing today, my friend? Details. Which time we got? Time 6:30. We got plenty of time here. But I don't want to be as complacent. Last time I was very complacent when we were doing this side here. So I want to make sure that we have time for everything this time around. So side is itchy, guys. I like what's going on. Morning, Strider. Good to see you. What is displayed, guys? By the way, I've heard of whatnot. Like people have been telling me about whatnot, but I'm not sure what displayed is. Morning, Strider. Can I explain how I add the details? Well, again, guys, I'm thinking of the lights. So if you look at what we did originally here, the light's coming like kind of like this way. Light's coming this way. So I'm just imagining, okay, what's going to be blocked out by the light? What's not? That's in my head. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So part of me is like, okay, this part would be this head would probably cast a shadow a little bit on this side, you know. So in my mind, that's what I'm thinking, right? Now it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but it has to feel, you know, where's it feel that the light's coming this way, right? So whatever you got to do to make it feel like the light's coming that way, that's what you do. Also, to kind of make the shape, also, you can feel the shape of the muscles and all that stuff. That's what I'm trying to do here, you know. But also, you know, adding like these little cracks and stuff like that. It just kind of like roughs it up a little bit, like so it's not perfect. So I would do things like this, just to kind of you know, rough it up a little bit. Again, guys, all of this is not necessary. You don't have to do any of this stuff, really. If your outline is good, if your if your structure is sound, if your anatomy is good, you don't have to add all these little lines here. It's just something I personally like to do. You know, and you see a lot of artists, they like to do this part with color instead of doing it the way I'm doing it with lines. You know, so. So I'm liking the Power Rangers villains piece. We could do that for that. That would only take a couple days, I think. You know. Power Rangers villains. I'm liking that idea. Um, I don't know what else, guys. What else? What else do you want to do? We talked. Some of you want a GI Joe. That could be interesting for sure. Like today, like this weekend, guys, I'm gonna focus on trying to get as many of these drawings colored as possible on my own. I'd do it with you guys, but there's some work I could do while coloring. Believe it or not, I'm a multitasker, full of multitask. Like I could, I guess I could stream on a second channel while I do it. Yeah, I could. I wouldn't do it on this channel though because you know it's pretty much just me quiet. It's me quiet. Also, I'd like the surprise of the color just to be like in the final edited video. That's what I'd like to do. So next week, guys, my hope is to have a new video out every day, a new edited video out every day. Because tell you, we have so much content this month. We've drawn every single day. I have so much content right now. I would like to have individual videos, and I would like to have like compilation videos out. Again, will these videos set the world on fire? I don't think so, but I have them, you know. And of course, guys, like I said before, I need to do that cover that I was telling you about. I need to get that done as well. So there's a lot of things to do, guys. A lot of things to do. Hey James, by the way, I was wondering if you could continue the Inktober 2017 tutorials. You remember that, eh? I remember that was a time was the first time I tried going daily with my videos. You know, thanks Casey Neistat for setting the bar for doing daily videos. But yeah, I would we do Inktober, and then on the weekend I would break it down, you know, and kind of do like a voiceover while I was drawing it, you know. Yeah, I probably won't be doing that anymore, but Kamen Rider or Ultraman series, maybe. Null from Venom, Mask or Mighty Orbits. Like I might, you know, I might do a combiner. I haven't done one in a while. Like I might break down. I would say break down. I might do a transformer, guys. I haven't done a transformer in a while, so I'm thinking about actually doing a transformer sooner than later. A highly detailed one. Like we haven't done that in a while. I can see if I could actually. Let's see if I can actually pull off like a highly detailed transformer in 2 days. I think it's possible. There you go, guys. 2 fingers now. Now he's got 2 fingers, guys. There you go. There you go. So right now this is work smarter, not harder. So I'm just going to black out this leg because it's not necessary. It's not necessary. So comic cover team-ups, like a drawing commentary. Yeah, that's what I did before. So we would draw the Inktober, and then I would actually go. If you go back, you'll see them. I would go and I would break down out my thought process, what I'm laying out, and stuff like that. That's what I did. Because I wasn't going live. It's not like I'm here live and I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing. There you go. Thank you, Nigel Edits. I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. What time is it, guys? 6:43. So I think it's official, guys. I will not be at Toronto Comic Con this year. I unfortunately did not get in. So if any of you in the Toronto area, I'm not famous enough. Oh well, it is. It is what it is. I'll be happy with any convention that Fan Expo wants to bring me to. If they don't, that's totally fine too. I get it. So and it's tough. They get thousands of artists who want to get in on the in the professional side. So save it for the next one. Save it for the next one, my friend. Abomb looks awesome. Thank you, Derek. Derek, thank you. Antoine, good to see you. Fell asleep on the video last night, but back this morning. There you go, Antoine. Well, I appreciate the effort, my friend, because I know a lot of people here, my regulars here, that was late for a lot of you, comparative to when I usually stream. So I appreciate a lot of you still tried. You still tried. Again, this totally reminds me, like, because we have our regular guys that come on here. This totally reminds me of when we were doing the Star Wars mural years ago. People would come on. Doesn't matter what time of day. Those guys were there every single day. So you guys remind me of that. Right? It brings back good memories and good times. Just us hanging out, getting some work done, my friends. Get the work done. Get the work done. Get her done. Get her done. I'll call Kevin Feige. Put in good work. There you go. Hey, Bob. More like a success. Ow! Nice. Okay, it's coming down to it, guys. This is looking all right. It's okay. Uh, Again, yeah, we could come back to it and add more, but okay, that's pretty much A-bomb. I'm gonna leave this leg a little blank because I'm thinking about adding like rocks and stuff around. So, but we'll do that a little bit later. Okay, but in the meantime, let's zoom out a little bit. And we're gonna start doing Red Hulk here. We have 6:47. We have like 10 minutes to spare. But I think it's smarter to just go ahead and work on the next character here. Okay, so you got Abomb there. Okay, now let's go ahead and we're gonna do our Harrison Ford Red Hulk there. We'll have time for Discord. We'll see, Carl. We'll see. So far, so good. So far, we might. We might have time for Discord, but we'll see, okay? All right. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to work on this Red Hulk here. So let's zoom in. You know, to be honest, part of me tomorrow wants to just finish this. Tomorrow. Like, we'll just, instead of doing something new, we'll just go ahead and finish this series here of Hulks. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, my friends. Let's see here. Who is your favorite comedian? James Michael Gorman asks. All right, that's a fun one. Let's see here. Well, you guys know I love comedy. I love comedy. It's one of my favorite things in the world. Um, and everyone has different tastes. Okay, so mine is all over the place. I get a lot of people that make me laugh. Right, like for example, uh, let's see. For example, Andrew Schultz I think is pretty hilarious. I think Tony Hinchcliffe is pretty funny. You know, there's a lot of controversy with him recently, but he's now breathing a sigh of relief. But even before that, I am a big fan of Kill Tony. I think it's really funny. Kill Tony's hilarious. One guy I like watching today is what's going Aaron Belial. Aaron Belial is really funny. Aaron Belial is like this disabled comedian. So he does his comedy through Bluetooth. First of all, it's really amazing he's able to do that in the first place. But he's actually really funny at the same time. Let's see, who else? I like Jim Gaffigan. I like Bill Burr. I like you know, my tastes are all over the place, really. Joe Coy when he's not canceled. I feel bad for Joe Coy, man. I really feel bad for Joe Coy. Michael's never heard of any of these guys. That's fine. If you don't know who Joe Coy is, he's the guy who hosted the Golden Globes and bombed last year. I really felt bad for him because he was like on this. He was on the upswing to the A-list. You know what I mean? He was, and that totally derailed him. Like there's no way he'll be on the A-list now. Bill Burr, yes, Zerbat, yeah. Of course, the Whose Line Is It Anyway guys. I love all of those guys. I saw a Whose Line show. They have a tour Some of those guys, they have a tour. It's called Who's Live Anyway, and it's not all of them. It's Ryan Stiles. It's Greg Proops. Greg Proops played that two-headed guy in the Phantom Menace, by the way. Greg Proops, uh, Jeff Davis, and there was another guy. I forgot his name. He was never on Who's Line, but I'm a huge improv fan. Love improv. Love improv. Let's see here. I'm not sure who that is, Kevin. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Like again, there's so many good comedians out there. Regardless of political belief and all that stuff. Like some guys just make you laugh. Funny stuff. Like what's his name? Oh, he's so funny. What's his name? Oh, that's gonna bug me. Hold on. Yeah, Harland Williams. Harland Williams is hilarious. Harland Williams is so funny. I love him. I love it. Colin Mockley, Ryan Stiles are such brilliant figures for sure. Colin himself has another show. Oh, he actually has two shows. He has a show with Brad Sherwood. So they do like this two-man improv show. So I'd love to see that. And he also has this very interesting show. It's called Hipprov, and he teamed up with this hypnotist. And what they do is they take like 15 audience members and they hypnotize them, and then Colin plays improv games with them with the audience. It's actually pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Yeah. Whose Line Is It Anyway? I'm a huge Whose Line Is It Anyway fan. I think we talked about that earlier. Whose Line Is It Anyway? Kevin Hart's pretty funny too. Yes, absolutely. I think he's really funny. But again, going back to Joe Coy, just because I have a lot of things to say about it, it's like I've been a fan of his for a while. Joe Coy, even before he got pretty popular in Filipino circles. Like I saw some of his stand up online. This is before he got famous, and then he was on the Adam Carolla show a lot, and he was so funny. And then then he just took off. So selling out arenas, making boatloads of money. And he still sells out arenas and stuff, but he'll never get. I don't think he'll ever get to that level that I thought he was going to anymore. But you never know. You never know. But it seemed like everyone hated what he did at the Golden Globes. So, sorry, Joe Coy. Okay, take care. Have a good day at work, Titan. There you go. These impersonators are so accurate, for sure. So who are your favorite comedians, guys? Who are your favorite comedians? I'd love to hear. So off the top of my head, those are the ones I think about. Like even guys like Gabriel Iglesias, I think is really funny. But again, it's one of those things. It's like favorite food is it's so subjective. Comedy is really really subjective, guys. It's like what's funny to you might not be might not be funny to me, and vice versa. What's funny to me might not be funny to you. It all depends on your life experience. Can you relate to that humor? That's why ethnic comedians, they do so well with with people of their own heritage, because they get the jokes. They get the jokes. Like John Campia loves Joe Coy. Mainly because he gets a lot of the jokes because his wife's Filipino. I mean, I won't say mainly because of that, but there are some, like Russell Peters. I remember Russell Peters. There's another one. Russell Peters. Maybe not some of his stuff now, but I remember being a huge fan of Russell Peters. If you guys from India watching, Russell Peters. Pork chop. Rex Neferetti. You must be Filipino, my friend. That's old school. My dad loved pork chop. But But what was I talking about? Oh, I forgot. Russell Peters. I saw him in a comedy club way back in the day, way before he was famous, and he was just so funny. I remember that he was the funniest comedian on there, doing a lot of the same jokes that he did in his first special. And then I remember, like, he blew up because of the internet. He's one of the first comedians to blow up because of the internet, and and I remember he was actually upset at first that people put his set on the internet, but that's how he got famous. Then people started to notice him, and then he starts again selling out arenas and stuff like that. There you go. Mario likes Joe Rogan. He's just joking. I'm okay with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's funny. Well, no, I'll take that back. His stand up it's not my favorite. Let's just say that his stand up is not my favorite. I listen to Joe Rogan though. Let's see here. Like Kevin Hart. Yeah. I'm proud to say I learned how to cook rice because of Joe Coy. There you go. I knew those tricks already. Trying to think if there's any Canadian comedians. Like, well, Colin Mockery would be one, of course. Have you guys seen that show, LOL, Last Comedian, Last... it's called LOL. It's like Last Comedian Standing. So they're in a room, or they're in like an apartment place, and if you laugh, you're out of the apartment, type thing. It's on Amazon. They have a lot of versions of it. There's a Filipino version of it. There's a Canadian version of it. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Yeah. Let's see. Dylan Moran. I haven't heard of him. I haven't heard of them. Yeah, some of these. There's a lot of great comedians out there. A lot of great comedians out there. And it's it's such a craft. I think I was mentioning this before. One that surprised me is the guy from Healthy Junk Food. I mentioned this a few days ago. I was so surprised. I saw him on Kill Tony recently. I was like, I know this guy. Where have I seen this guy before? It took me a second to realize it was the guy that from Healthy Junk Food, and then that's when I realized that him and his wife broke up. And then that's when I realized, because they were like OG YouTubers, getting millions of views per video, and now I see her struggling with her views. Man, it's like this is a tough game, guys. YouTube's a tough, tough, tough game. Too late to do Rush Hour 4? I don't think it's too late to do Rush Hour 4. Now you have to be careful though. You got to be careful though with Rush Hour, because you watch. Yeah, I'm with you, Mario. I like his podcast, but I don't find him good at stand-up. His stand-up's not great. It's not great. He's okay. But, yeah, there are other comedians I'd prefer to go see, for sure. Fluffy, I love Fluffy. But Rush Hour 4, if you look back at that Rush Hour 4, guys, it's like one of those things that don't age well. In terms of, like, I still think it's really funny. I still think it's really, really funny. But again, it's one of those things where you don't think the jokes are gonna, they wouldn't be acceptable these days. But I think a Rush Hour 4 would still work today. I think it still would if they did one. Next generation have their kids or their grandkids come out. Yeah, Brad Williams is really funny too. I like Brad Williams a lot. Brad Williams is pretty funny. There you go. Last one laughing. That's it. LOL means last one laughing. Thank you, Mamel. Thank you. I was like, what does LOL mean? Last get like last comic standing. But that was an NBC show. Last Comic Standing. It was like American Idol for comedians. You know who else I think is funny? What's his name? Tape Face? Have you guys seen that guy, Tape Face? That guy's funny. Tape Face. Tape Face is one of those guys you either love him or you don't get him. He's one of those guys. You're either or. You absolutely love what he does, or you're like, what is this? This is so weird. It's one of those type of things. It's either or. Tape Face. Tape Face is a guy with tape on his face, and he just does these weird things. And to me, it's funny. To me, it's hilarious. But I know a lot of people who just don't get it. Right? They don't get it, which I understand. Hold on, guys. I'm just getting some reference for Red Hulk here, because again, he's wearing. Yeah, so let's see. Norm Macdonald. I like Norm Macdonald. I laughed so hard at his roast. Again, that was one of those things. Like there's those sets sometimes that people get. Some get it, and some just don't like it at all. That was one of them. Norm Macdonald, when he roasted, what's his name? Danny Tanner. What's his name again? Bob Saget. When he roasted Bob Saget, I remember sitting at work, because this was a long time ago. I remember sitting at work, and I was crying. I literal tears coming down my eyes. I was laughing so hard. But I could totally see why people would just look at it like this too. I get it, right? But for me, it was so weird, and it's so out of the blue, something you don't expect at a roast. Your face looks like a flower. Yeah, cauliflower. I'm like, what is this? Genius. But again, it's not for everybody. Like some people would be like, what is this? This is weird. Especially if you're into the roast comedy. You guys know roast comedy is sometimes just mean, right? It's just mean-spirited and all that stuff, which is you're just fine. I think it's hilarious too. But with that, when he did that routine, it was just like, crazy. So that's a funny one, Michael. There you go. For sure. AOS, I haven't heard of that guy. I haven't heard of that. Yeah. So. Oh, look, I still have some Coke Zero here. Nothing like some Coke Zero at 7 o'clock in the morning, my friends. Okay, let me throw a eraser on this. Okay. I love Rodney Dangerfield. I love Rodney Dangerfield. Hey, Doc. I got no respect. You know my doctor? Dr. Vinny Boom Watts is my doctor. This is my doctor. It's hard because I'm trying to keep it family friendly. Like a lot of these jokes, I just can't say on this on this thing. Do I watch Ali Wong? I have seen that for sure, for sure. Oh, I haven't heard of that, Brian. What are your thoughts on Marvel outright disrespecting Rob Liefeld and his legacy? I don't even know what's going on there. Norm was the best weekend update host SNL ever had. He was really good in the cloud, for sure. Though the duo now, Michael Che and what's the name of the other guy? The other guy, and Mr. Johansson. They kind of saved SNL these days. Like people watch just because of those two now, right? But anyway. So, okay. Here we go. Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld is done with Marvel. Okay, this is interesting. Thank you for the news. Okay, let's go to Variety. Okay, article from Variety. Deadpool co-creator Rob Liefeld has declared that he has cut ties in all ways with Marvel after he and his family weren't invited to Disney's after party for last July's Deadpool and Wolverine premiere. Liefeld had other gripes with Marvel, including involving the placement of creator credits in film and what he perceives a lack of respect from the film and television studio chief Kevin Feige. Liefeld attended the screening at Manhattan Screening Center, and he posed in the red carpet with Deadpool and Wolverine creative team, but alleges the photos were deleted before they were posted anywhere. It was meant to embarrass, diminish, and defeat me. So this latest, I got to listen to the podcast now. I usually don't listen to Rob Liefeld's podcast. Now I got to listen to it. Crazy. His reps tried to get the Liefeld family into the party, but they were ultimately turned away by the studio's publicity team. Disney is the deciding factor here. You have to say, you and your family are not welcome here. We tolerated you at the screening, and at that point, I knew my heart couldn't go forward. At some point you go, I've received the message, and the message is clear. He never felt slighted during the two Deadpool movies, the first two. Hey, you could come to the movie, but we're not going to talk to you. Disney and Marvel Studios declined to comment. A source familiar with the situation counters that Liefeld was invited to the set in London while the studio supported a series of Deadpool and Wolverine screenings that Liefeld hosted after the premiere. This final collaboration is the comic book Deadpool Team Up, which released February 12th. All right. I'm retiring from Deadpool. It's official after 33 years of not only introducing Deadpool, saying farewell. That's a long stream. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. You know, I've always okay, I won't say too much because I'll let you guys know that there's something I have in the works that I've had in the works for a long time, and now it's like, maybe I will go ahead with it now. About comics and film. It's a documentary I had for a long time, and something like this makes me want to go ahead with it even more so now. So we'll see. Colin Jost, thank you, Echo. Colin Jost. So that's very interesting, Brian. Very interesting. Thoughts on it? It's interesting. I guess Disney doesn't deem Liefeld that important in that sense, but again, like it also said that it's not like he wasn't invited to any screening, but at the same time he wasn't invited to the party, like the after party. So that's a very interesting turn of events for sure. So it's hard to say. To sit and think about that one for a little bit. You know, it's very rare you're going to see me not side with the comic creator in this sense. Of course, comic artist through and through, and I can only imagine, you know, that that was something you created or co-created anyway with Fabian Nicieza, and you know, being deemed like quote unquote unimportant, or that's how he felt anyway at that point. So it's interesting. Though I'm not surprised Hollywood would do something like that. Like, let's be honest. Like, Hollywood doesn't hold the actual creators in high esteem, or comic creators in high esteem. They never have. So, you know, I think they have treated Rob better than a lot of creators out there. A lot of creators who create this series. Like, do you ever hear about the creator of, you know, a lot of these superhero movies? You know, but at the same time, it's not like we're their top priority. The artists or the creator of the book, they're not the top priority. They are going to value the stars of the movie more. They're going to value, you know. So that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. I got to listen to the podcast. I got to hear what Rob has to say now. I haven't really listened to Rob Liefeld's podcast before. I think I subscribed to it, but I don't think I actually listened to you know, a full podcast before of Rob. So that is definitely one I want to check out. But thank you for bringing that to my attention, Brian. Thank you. I appreciate it. Wow, interesting. Go for it. Yeah, Michael's like Michael's watching the bit. Yeah, for sure. I don't blame you for reacting that way about that Norm Macdonald. at the time, at the time, it was just so out of left field, and I was crying laughing when I was watching that thing. I was like, "What is this?" But again, guys, I know not everyone, like, maybe I'm the only one who actually likes it. Yeah, I get that, but I thought it was so funny, for me personally. Because also the non-crowd reaction kind of added to it and the awkwardness of it. Because later on, I think Andy Samberg did a mainstream. I'll call it like a mainstream version of kind of the same thing that Norm Macdonald did, but it was more what's it called, digestible, I guess, for the regular comedy fan. So it was such an anti-comic. Yes, there you go. So good morning, Thomas Hart. Good to see you. Theo Vaughn, yeah, Theo Vaughn's hilarious too. That guy, the stuff that guy says. Oh, he's so funny. But again, guys, like comedy, very, very subjective. Very, very subjective. It's, you know, that's why it's very rare to have a comedian that actually everybody likes. It's very rare. So anyway, oh really? McLeod says I own my own issues with Liefeld. He trash talked the big convention in my area without ever coming himself. He also tried to talk other artists out of going. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Again, guys, you know, I only met Rob once. He's been nice to me, but it was a very, very brief interaction I've had with him. So, yeah, I'm still a fan of Youngblood. I still am. I credit it and all of Image Comics for even getting me into considering art as a profession, you know? So, it's one of those type of deals. I would love to hear both sides of the story, you know? Because there's always two sides to every story, guys. There's always two sides. As much as we want to immediately believe the one side just because they said it, it's like you don't, you know, you need to hear all sides and then make up your mind, you know? So, interesting stuff. Thanks for bringing that to our attention, Brian. Thank you. All right. Michael says comedy is subjective unless I'm doing the judging. Then it's objective. There you go. But also, thanks for sharing your experience there, McLeod. That's very, very interesting, yeah. Dungeon Master likes Bill Burr, Matt Rife, George Carlin, Jimmy Carr, Robin Williams. I love all those guys. Have you guys seen Robin Williams on Whose Line Is It Anyway? Did you guys see that? That is a funny episode. That was a funny, funny episode. There you go. If Rob Liefeld is done with Marvel, will it continue to publish Deadpool comics? It will. Of course it will. Absolutely. Of course they'll continue. They own it, right? Rob Liefeld doesn't own it. So, or I believe that's the case, right? You know, no, he doesn't own it. It's definitely a Marvel thing. So, I remember Colin Martin pointing out that though Robin Williams is great, he didn't quite get it as well as they did. Really, Michael? Well, they edited it nicely. There you go. You know, speaking of guest performers, like Keegan Michael Key was hilarious on Whose Line. You know who was really good? I think she was the best woman performer on Whose Line. Okay, no matter what you think of her politics, of course, right? But Kathy Griffin, I thought was hilarious. She was the best woman, I think, on Whose Line, right? I thought she was really funny. She did a good job. Uh, if any of you Whose Line, or no, Josie Lawrence was hilarious too. I love Josie Lawrence. That's old school Josie Lawrence. So I'm trying to think of other women performers that were on Whose Line. You know, of course, Chip Eston. Chip Eston turned out to be the most famous, right? Or no, no, Wayne Brady was. I'll take that back. But Chip Eston, because Chip Eston ended up on that. He was on a TV show afterwards, right? TV show afterwards. He was like on a country show. What was it called again? And he was known as Charles Eston. But he's always Chip to me. Chip Eston. What was that show he was on? Nashville. That was it. Nashville. He was on the movie, the show Nashville. Nashville. That's it. That's it. Where he was known as Charles Eston. Wanted to separate himself. Separate himself from the Whose Line, you know. Charles Eston. Like anyone who can, it always impresses me when anyone can improv singing. You know, when anyone can improv singing, that's so impressive. Like Jeff Davis was amazing at it. But to be honest, if you guys watch Improvaganza, have you seen that? If you haven't seen that, check out clips of Improvaganza. Look up Drew Carey's Improvaganza, where he has a lot of those performers. They're on it, and I was surprised. I was surprised how well Colin and Ryan are at improvising songs on their own. They're really good. They're really good. Was Catherine O'Hara on Whose Line? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I got to look that up. Catherine O'Hara was on Whose Line? Here I am thinking I've watched every Whose Line episode. I don't remember that. I got to go check that out. Well, I haven't watched of the Drew series. Of the Drew series. I've seen every episode of the Drew series. Not the CW series. It's very hard because I don't get it here, right? Red Hulk weapon. Okay, so it's very simple. Weapon. Ryan Stiles was great in Hot Shots. Yep. And I haven't watched Hot Shots in a long time. They don't make movies like that anymore, eh? Good movies like that anymore. They tried with Scary Movie and stuff like that. But then they just got ridiculous with like superhero movie and all the ones that were like, eh. Like the good old parody movies. That was a lost art form. The one thing they are doing, which I'm actually pretty excited for, they're remaking Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson. He's playing the Frank Drebin role. So that's going to be an interesting one. Let's see here. Oh, he's playing his son. I thought he was gonna be Frank Drebin himself. So he's playing his son. Oh, there you go. Yes. yes. But you said it was his son. So there you go, my friend. You beat me. There you go. So that will be interesting to see. But again, guys, it's one of those things where I'm telling you guys I want to watch it, but I don't know if I'll be watching it like right away in the theater. I might not even watch it in the theater. Like it's very rare a movie actually gets me excited to go to the theater. Now I might go see what's it called. It's coming out this weekend, right? What's it called? Or sorry, next weekend. Well, we'll see. What's it called? Captain America. I do want to see that in theater, so I might do that. Oh, Echo likes superhero movie. Okay, all right. Good. Don't apologize for that, man. Never apologize for things you liked watching, guys. Never do that, right? Never do that. Well, not that you apologize there, my friend, but yeah. Like I say, with movies, with TV shows, all subjective, guys. Definitely all subjective. What I like doesn't mean that you guys will like it. Case in point, that Norm Macdonald roast. Scary movie sequels help kill spoof movies for sure. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, so you don't know. You didn't get CW, so you don't know Aisha Tyler. No, no, of course I know Aisha Tyler. Actually, I'm a big fan of Aisha Tyler, even before she was on Who's Line. That actually surprised me. I was listening to her podcast even before she was on Who's Line, because she was in a bunch of things before. But I have seen a bunch of Who's Line episodes with Aisha, so I've seen a lot of the, like I said before. Like I love Keegan Michael Key, who did a fantastic job on the show. I love what's his name? The guy that lost a ton of weight. What's his name? You guys saw that? He lost a ton of weight on the show. Like he was really big like the first season, and then the third, fourth season he wasn't. He lost. He was so thin. What's that guy's name again? What's his name again? That's gonna bother me again. I don't like being bothered. Whose line is it anyway? Okay, no, this is the season 9. Hold on, I'm just seeing the performers here, guys. Where's the performers for the second season? I don't have it. But this is interesting, guys. Listen to this. I'm looking on the Wikipedia page. Listen to this. Talk about controversy with Who's Line. Here we go. Um, Mockery announced that the show will film its final season in January 2023. Okay, which of course is like a year and a half ago. Uh, and then CW stated that that's inaccurate. Mockery says that producers and cast members refer to it as the last season. Okay, and that the cast never received fair compensation nor were paid residuals. And if it continues, it won't be with this cast. That's what he said. And then a new season was announced on May 16, 2024. But we haven't seen a new season since then, right? So it's interesting. Okay. Interesting. Season 16, or season 21 of Who's Line. So they did have a season 21 of Who's Line. Sorry, guys, I stopped because I'm looking at Who's Line stuff. What was that guy's name? The big guy. Season 10. Oh, no. Gary Anthony Williams. That's it. Gary Anthony Williams. That was it. You probably put his name in there already. Gary Anthony Williams. That's it, McLeod. That's the guy. See, I should have just stayed in the chat and got work done. I should have let you guys look it up for me. So anyway, guys. Okay. Anyway, guys. That's enough Who's Line talk. I know. Again, it's like wrestling. I know it's not for everybody. Not everybody watches the show. So, but definitely something I'm totally interested in. Like, I wouldn't mind doing Whose Lines Is an Anyway piece, you know? You know, I also think, like, guys who would have done good on that show, like Jim Carrey, I think would have done good on that show. Again, you know, a lot of the SNL performers, I think that a lot of them would have done pretty well on that show as well. Yeah, I think I might add the rocks here, guys. I'm thinking about it. I might add the rocks. Could I show this whole piece? I will in a minute, my friend. I will in a minute. Let me just finish off Red Hulk here. You think Rob Liefeld will do good on Whose Line? Maybe not. Hello, Brandon. Good to see you. Henry Hernandez says Drew Carey. Yep. No, it was. Oh, yeah. Drew Carey lost a lot of weight too. I see what you mean. It wasn't Drew Carey though, but Gary. That was the one I was thinking about. Gary, not Drew Carey. Not Drew Carey. Part of me wants to do the rocks, guys. I kind of want to do the rocks. I'm just looking at how it looks in the camera right now, guys. See if I'm liking it. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Let's see here. Brandon says, I just want to say I'm proud of you, James. I've seen your story. It must have been hard. Yeah, I lost my dad. I'm glad to see you're looking after your kids and being the best you can. Proud of you, man. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it. It's not easy, guys. I'll say, definitely not easy. But you take it one day at a time. And you know, I'm very spiritual as well. I believe God has a plan for everybody. At the same time, um, so that's all. That's all you can do. Yeah, just keep going on with life. That's all you can do, my friend. So, but thank you for saying that. Appreciate it. Okay, now you know what we need. We need rocks, guys. We need rocks. So this is the one side of the piece. This is the other side of the piece. See if I like it as a... I think that would work as a cover. I think so. We have a Hulk logo here. That would work as a cover. Yeah, he lost the weight. You know what's funny about Drew Carey? Drew Carey's like me. He's got glasses, but he doesn't need them. He doesn't need them. Because he had the surgery too. He had the eye surgery too, just like me, right? Just like me. See, see, just like me. Wear costume glasses, but he does the same thing. Let's add some rocks here, guys. So, by the way, guys, I think we will have time to look into the Discord. So if you want, throw in what you're working on right now. I'd love to see it. So that's where we are right now with this piece here, guys. Let's add some rocks. Let's add some rocks. But throw your stuff into the Discord. I think we will have time. It's only 38. So I'm going to add a little bit of rock in here. And then we will take a quick look at the Discord, and then we'll go from there. Okay. That's a weird looking rock. The important thing about the rocks is, guys, remember with the lighting, right? You just got to figure out the lighting, you know. John Dodolo says, looks amazing. Thank you, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. See if any juice left in this marker here. So this one was a lot better. I'm liking this better than how this one turned out here, or well, I won't say turned out, but you know, less mistakes in that sense. But out a little bit more, like that. They're going to do She-Hulk and finish. Or are you going to do Trex as well? So I will have one more piece on this side. So it's like a triple gatefold. So we're going to do Devil Dinosaur, and we're going to do She-Hulk on this side here. So that is the plan, the current plan going forward there, my friend. So again, we will almost done here. Maybe we'll even do that tomorrow. We'll just finish this off. Finish what you start, guys. Finish what you start. Well, but again, depends on my mood. So if I feel like doing something else, we'll do something else. We'll see. Unless you guys have an idea of what we could do tomorrow instead. If you have another idea. So I most likely will color this traditionally, guys. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to color this traditionally. But I won't do that on stream. I'll actually do that off stream. So you guys will have to wait. Wait and see. Wait and see what the final looks like, my friends. Okay, so I'm actually going to leave this part blank until I draw the other side. And then I'll fill in the rest of the background then. So this piece is feeling better to me now. This piece is feeling better to me. I'm looking at it right now. I'm okay with it. I'm standing up here just so I could see. Got going on here. Like, of course, there's always little things I could do and add. And I most likely will add, but, you know, it's one of those things where it's okay. Let me see. Hey! All right. So that's where we're at right now with this piece, guys, okay? So we're going to add one more piece to finish off this one. And actually, looking at it now, I do want his a little bit thicker. something like that. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. To be honest, I want to add more to his hand. I'm okay with doing this because I haven't scanned this in yet. If I had scanned this in, then I probably wouldn't be adding more to this side. I would just leave it as is. But because I haven't scanned it in yet, you know, it gives me leeway to go back and fix a few things here and there that I'm not happy with. But yeah, okay. Let's just leave it like that for now. Again, I'm not going to do the rocks until I do this side here. I will do the Devil Dinosaur and She-Hulk side over here. The Devil Dinosaur, She-Hulk. And yeah. He has a little bit of Harrison Ford. Just a little bit. Little sliver. If I told you to look like Harrison Ford, you'd be like, okay, baby. Itty bitty bit. So, there you go. Okay, guys. I was actually pretty happy with the stream. So far, so good. Looking good. Looking good, okay? Not bad. Not bad. Of course, everything is CBB. Everything could be better. But for now, for what we have so far, you know, it's okay. I'm all right with it. All right, guys. So you know what time it is. It is time to take a look at what you guys are working on. So just bear with me as I do a little screening. One thing I do like to do, guys, is screen. Again, family-friendly show. So please don't put anything that's, you know, not good for families. Let's go. My thing's updating, so just bear with me. My Discord is updating. All right. Okay, so just bear with me. The virtual studio, 50 plus messages since yesterday. Oh, you guys been working hard. All right, look at all this stuff here. Look at you guys. Oh, there's something I actually didn't see yet. Oh, cool. Oh, very cool, Carl. Okay. Okay, I see the Brave Star there. Okay, I see some recreation of my work. Or some coloring of my work. Very cool. Sworn artist. Okay, again, guys, I'm just screening this a little bit just so I could make sure that everything's safe for the kids before I share. Kurt Angle. Let's see it. Very cool. Very cool, Carl. Oh, very nice. Okay, guys, so I will be sharing it. Wow, nice Hulkster. Very cool. That's great. Oh, okay. This is just reference photo. Okay, I thought you drew these. But yours is awesome. Yours is awesome, too. There you go. So I'll show you guys in a second. Okay. So here we go. We're going to take a look at your artwork now. It's your turn on the Box Office Artist channel. It's your turn. Let's take a look at these. Alrighty. Oh, okay. Sketch XV. Turn in this piece right now. Looking good, my friend. Looking really, really good. Actually, give me 1 second, guys. Let's go back. I do want to see your comments. So let me pull your comments up. There. Okay, so I can see your comments. Okay, and then let's go back. All right. So public domain character here. I'm not sure who this character is, D. Maybe you could tell me who that is. There you go. Mario, working on the Silver Surfer piece. Looking good. Anatomy great as always, my friend. Sketch XV. Some amazing portraits here. That's cool. Which character is this? Not sure what character that is. Awesome Spider-Man as well from Sketch XV. Silver Surfer. Okay, and the Hulkster is working on his Trap Jaw. Trap Jaw, right? Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Dracula from Schubert Trivia's. Very nice. Red Arts and Comics, very nice as well. Arkham V Knight threw in a very cool Broly. That's a very cool Broly. Nice Wolverine. There you go. It's also nice to see the work in progress. I love seeing the work in progress, guys. Please do show your work in progresses. I love seeing it. Okay, cool Ninja Turtle piece with Baxter Stockman in there. A Dark Side piece. Sketch Wars working on a sketch cover. There you go. Batgirl, very cool. Ah, Carl, we were talking about this before. What's this guy's name again? But the Family Guy Warriors. Very, very cool. Mario has a Brave Star. Did you finish this, Mario? Did you finish this piece? This is the best one out of all of them, right here. You suck! You suck! You suck! All right. A very cool, from Schubert Trivias, a very cool Invincible piece there. Nice Vegeta, fantastic. Very cool. Very cool, F. Very cool. All right, we got a Galactus going on here. We have, I wouldn't say it's too violent here. That's not bad. Batman Beyond there. A very cool Thor. That's a very cool Thor. Older Thor piece. I love the stippling. Stippling's hard, man. Stippling is very, very hard. Okay, the public domain character is Strongman. Strongman. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, and the Carl's work in progress. Again, love the work in progress, my friends. More of a Brave Star. Okay, and here Sworn Artist is coloring some of my work. So thank you for that, Sworn Artist. I will tell you, you know what you need to do is if you are coloring this digitally, which it looks like you are, take my black and white, overlay it on top, and hit multiply. Hit multiply, okay? That's how you'll be able to put the line art on top of your artwork, of your colors, okay? But that's cool, man. That's cool. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. There you go. And then Carl's Predator, we've seen that the other day. I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's it for today. Let's see if there's any. There's one new message. Let's hope it's not unfamily friendly. Let's take a quick look at what the new one is. And we go, oh no, we saw that already. Okay, amazing stuff, guys. Great job. Keep at it. Keep at it. You guys are doing fantastic. Keep up the great work, my friends. Okay, so that is it for today's stream. Thank you so much for joining in on all the fun wherever you are in the world. Make sure that you have yourselves a wonderful day. Please do hit the bell. We will be streaming again later today, probably this afternoon. I have another commission I need to do. I would love for you guys to be there and hang out with me, and let's have a good time together, okay? You know what we do? Give me a high five. Right here, my friends. Give me a high five. Right there. And please do take care of yourselves and your family. And my name is James Reyes. I am the box office artist. I'm here to say keep drawing. I'll see y'all next time. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.